is Hannah, and I'm from Lutz, which is kind of Tampa, but more on the northern side. And I'm 17. I am actually homeschooled, so I don't go to school. I do school on my computer. And I love horses, I love dogs, and pretty much any animal you can name. Who all likes animals? Oh man, almost all of you guys. That's awesome. All right, well today I'm here to talk with you a little bit about distinguished young women. So if you're a girl and you're in high school, then this is really cool because once you get to your senior year, there's an awesome scholarship opportunity for you guys, and it's called Distinguished Young Women. So you can write that down and think about it when you get to that age. You participate in some competitions and just see if you can get some scholarships to go to college, and it's really, really great. It's a great program and I've learned a lot from it. But I'm going to be talking with you about the motto of Distinguished Young Women. So does anybody know what a motto is? What's a motto?
Like a famous girl?
Yeah, it's kind of like a famous saying or something that the company says, or like, this is our motto, this is our statement that we want to represent. Do you have another idea? What do you think the motto is? Oh, that's really close. But really what a motto is just basically what Distinguished Young Women represents. And our motto is be your best self. So that's a really, really loaded statement. There are so many ways you could go with it. But before I talk a little bit more about what it means to be your best self, I want you guys to look at this. So you know what this is?
A map.
It's a map, yes. And guess where we are? We're right there, in Florida. Now if you look at Florida right there on the map, it's so tiny. Like it's so little compared to the rest of the world. And like, you might have heard it said that there are close to 7 billion people on the planet. That's a lot of people. And in this room there are maybe like 50 or 60 of you, but 7 billion people in the entire world. Like, that's crazy if you think about it. Now for me, it's really easy when I look at the map to be like, whoa, okay, that's overwhelming. Like, where do I fit into this? I'm just one person and the world is 7 billion people. What on earth am I gonna do? How am I gonna make an impact? What am I gonna do with my life? And that's how I'm gonna be showing you how we can be our best selves today. So, does anyone have any idea what an apple, some paintbrushes, goals, a book, and a golden ruler have in common? Does anybody know? Yeah? Yeah, they both represent something. And they each represent a step of how to be your best self. So let's talk about the first step. So I have this apple. Who likes apples? Do you like apples? Here, you can have this. That's for you. So we have one apple here, and basically what that apple represents is being healthy. The first thing you can do to learn how to be your best self. So what do you think being healthy means? Does anybody know? Yeah?
Keeping your teeth clean?
Yeah, that's one of it. Keeping your teeth clean, but for me, being healthy, it takes a lot of forms. First, it's eating good foods, making sure that we don't eat things that hurt our bodies or harm us in any way. Yeah? Yeah. That's right, eating healthy stuff so you're strong. So if it comes in a bag or it comes in a box, then it's probably not very healthy. But if it comes raw, like an apple or some broccoli or vegetable or something that's real and from the ground, we know that that's good. The more something gets processed, more chemicals are put in it, and it's bad for our bodies. But we have to make sure we eat good foods to stay healthy. Another way we can stay healthy is by being active. So who absolutely loves sports? A lot of you guys? Yeah, sports are so much fun. And guess what? Sports are exercise. They keep you active, they keep you healthy. So if you're playing a sport, that's great. You're on your way to becoming the best person you can possibly be. Sports are so important, but also it's important to keep our minds healthy as well. So I know sometimes when I'm sad or I'm upset about something, when I'm sad, I don't want to do anything. You know, I just want to think about what I'm thinking about. I don't want to talk to anyone, but that's not good. It's not healthy for my brain if I'm focusing on negativity and bad emotions like that. I need to go and talk to someone who can help me and just say, hey, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me out? You know, we have to be sure that we're not just healthy in our bodies, but we keep our minds healthy as well, because that's really, really important if we want to be the best we can be. Now, also, another way we can be our best selves is to be involved. Now, what are these? Paintbrushes, yes. And you know what these represent? Community service. Yes, paint and community service. So when I was little, our family was involved in something called Somebody Cares Tampa Bay. Has anyone heard of it? No? Or maybe a few of you have. But basically what it is it helps people who are elderly, don't have a lot of family. It helps them, it goes in and we make sure we volunteer, clean up their yard, we help paint their house or fix any appliances that aren't working, people who don't have a lot of family to take care of it. So that's the way I've gotten involved in the community. The community service helps you so much. It helps you be the best you can possibly be because it shows you things about yourself you've never known before. You might realize you're really, really good at something or that you really like helping people. These are great things, and being involved in the community helps you do that as well. So I've heard a few of you really, really, really like math. And guess what you can do to keep involved? Some of you like math, you could volunteer to help your friend with math who's struggling with it. Or when you get in high school, you could become a tutor for other students in math. You can help them with that, and that's one way you could get involved. So just as being involved is extremely important and becoming the best we can possibly be, we also have something else here, goals. Does anyone know what a goal is? Yeah?
Something kindful?
Yeah, that's true. It's very much like that. So for me, a goal is like something you set up for yourself that you really want to do with your life. You think, I want to accomplish this in life, so I want to reach this point. Now, if you look at this gym, do you think that I could run from one side to the other? Yeah, probably. It might take me a while. But do you think I could reach the entire side in just one step? No. No. That would not work at all. I am really, really little. But the thing is, if you go on one side, all I have to do to get to the other side is take a step. But I can't stop there. I have to take another step, and another step, and another step. You have to keep stepping, and that's what goals are. Now, if we start with a dream, like I want to get to the other side of the gym, we can't just appear there magically. It doesn't work like that. And you might have a dream too, like I want to be an engineer or a doctor. It's going to take work. You can't just appear at that step. It takes many, many little steps, and that's what goals help us do. They help us be our best self by starting with a dream and getting there, actually getting there. How cool is that? So, just as goals are important, we need to be ambitious, and that's the third step to becoming your best self. Now let's talk about this. This is one of my favorite books. Does anybody else have a favorite book? What's your favorite book?
Little Prince.
The Little Prince? Oh, that's a great book. I like that one. So anyway, being studious is the fourth step. Now, who just absolutely loves school so much? They just love it. Oh, you guys are great. That's awesome. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I don't always love school. It's rough. Yeah, it's not fun when they give you a ton of homework and they expect you to do it. It's just like, oh my, how am I going to do this? But anyway, being studious is super important because school, even though it might not be fun all the time, it's really important in life to finish your education because it's kind of like that stepping stool to where you want to go. It gets you to where you want to be, and it shows that you've accomplished what you want to accomplish. It's very important to be your best self by staying studious, and that means finishing school, not settling for where you are, but going above and beyond, going to where you want to be as quickly as possible. But being studious isn't just about finishing homework, right? Does anyone have any other ideas what studious might mean? Yeah? Do you know? What about being curious? Yeah, reading books. That's awesome. Yeah, like being studious is not just about finishing your homework on time. It's about wanting to learn. It's about being curious about this gigantic world that we live in. Because, look how huge it is. And it's so amazing, the different countries and the different things, the different elements. If you like science or math or rules like that, there's so many amazing things about our world. And being studious is about submitting assignments and doing things like that, making sure you get good grades. But it gets into a mindset of wanting to learn, of wanting to grow, of being curious about life, of getting books at the library, and just having this insatiable desire to learn more about the world that we live in. So being studious is extremely important if we want to be our best selves. It helps us get a good job in life, but it also keeps us curious and helps us know about the world we live in. Now the last step, I saved it for last because it is the most important part of being your best self. So this is kind of funny because I actually made this myself, but does anybody know what this is? It's a ruler. Yeah, I'm really glad you recognized that. Wow. But what color is it?
Gold.
It's gold. So if you put that together, what's a golden rule? Have you ever guys heard of a golden rule? Do you know what it is? What is it? Yeah, you guys do it. Oh, you said, okay. Well, anyway, basically, the golden rule is the most important thing you'll learn in life. And guys, listen up. So the golden rule, you might have heard it said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Right? So that means I wouldn't do something to someone else that I wouldn't want them to do to me. Now, I'm telling you, it's so easy if I'm driving and someone cuts me off in traffic to get all angry and be like, oh, excuse me, they just cut me off. But the thing is, I wouldn't want someone getting angry at me. I wouldn't want someone being short with me even if they were having a bad day. So I can't do that to other people. That's not acceptable for me to do. If I wouldn't want someone to disrespect me or to speak back to me or to be impatient with me, then I shouldn't do those things to other people. The world doesn't work that way. If I want to be treated with respect, I have to show other people respect. That's the way the world works. So the golden rule is so important because it ensures that we live by good principles, that we're moral, that we're ethical, that we do the right thing, that we're fair. It also means being kind to people even when we don't want to. And guys, this is so hard. It's so hard to be kind to people sometimes, especially when people are just terrible to you. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. Doing the right thing is always going to be harder than doing the wrong thing. But you got to do it. You know, we have to do the right thing. You know why? Because it ensures that the world is being fair, that we're all being fair and making sure that everyone is fair. But it also ensures that we ourselves can be challenged, we can grow, and we can do the right thing. And that is so important. So those are the 5 steps. You want to read them out with me? What's the first one?
Healthy.
Second.
Involved.
Third.
Ambitious.
Fourth.
Be studious.
And fifth.
Responsible.
All right, so all of those steps to being your best self is so very important for us to consider. And really, let's say fast forward in 20 years. Super smart, you've got a great job. You've done all of these things. You've been healthy, involved, ambitious, studious, responsible. You've climbed Mount Everest and you're sitting at the top. And you think, okay, I've done it. Now what do I do? The thing is, what being your best self really means, the ultimate purpose of being the best you can be, is so you can help other people. Now listen, when you come to a point in your life and you've done great things and you're like, wow, you know, I'm pretty great. You can't just sit there. You can't just be like, I've done this, there's nothing really left for me to do. The ultimate reason I want to encourage you guys to be the best you can possibly be is because there might be someone sitting next to you in your class, in your family, who has trouble being their best selves. And it's really a challenge to you. You can't control the actions of others, but you can control your own actions. And personally, you guys are amazing. You've completed your life to this point. That's something that a lot of people haven't been able to do. You guys have such